All right, it's Sunday. It's time for a new BS sessions. What's up, Jerry?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Glad to be here as always on a Sunday afternoon. Looking forward to some fucking pretty awful storms tonight, but other than that, it's going to be a good day.
All right,
We
man.
have, we have Andy Rodriguez. How you doing, man?
Hey man, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks
What?
for having me on.
Yeah, what are those white albums behind you? Those big, thick white ones?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This is the Beatles 4 LP
Oh,
White
okay.
Album.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, you splurged for that.
I splurged. There's certain um uh remasters and stuff like that and demos that I do, and that'll only be like Neil or Beatles. Other than that, I won't touch. That gets too expensive. If I'm gonna pay for
Yeah.
something, it's gonna be Beatles or Neil Young.
Well,
Oh,
I
just like you
bought
Yeah.
are with Rush.
well, Brush. I've only bought the moving pictures box set, and I'm hearing from people that new Grace Under Pressure box set is not that good. So the only thing that's good on it is the live show
Is
that they
that
rented.
Toronto show?
Yeah, that's the only thing that people were raving about. The audio is not so good. The Cherry Brown new mix, the bass is
Yeah,
low in the mix and stuff. And I go, I'm fine with the original. I don't need it.
yeah.
I don't know why they get just because, oh, well, Terry was a low-time producer. Let's see what he would have done with this. He didn't do that good with it.
Well,
Just
Yeah,
there's a
isn't it
reason why they changed producers.
yeah.
isn't it kind of sad when they put out a box set of an album and the original album is better than the box set?
Yes.
Or deluxe editions or
Yeah.
remasters like the fucking Queen album was fucking terrible.
Yeah. You know what box set that I keep telling people is like one of the best ones I ever bought? Def Leppard, their early years.
That's probably cool.
This
Yeah.
is fucking amazing.
You're lucky you got to see them do a show with nothing but those songs.
Who?
That would have been. I thought you said you saw they did a or did they you told me they did like a pop-up show or something where they did nothing but their older songs.
That wasn't there. That was them doing themselves in Vegas. I didn't go to that show.
I thought you said that was around you. Okay, maybe I
No,
was
that was
wrong.
called Slap Flatbird, Dead Flatbirds.
That's
They
right.
they came out and
Okay,
opened
okay.
for themselves. I just
Okay.
told you guys heard about it. You know, they
Oh, I
came
thought
out
you
with their
went
own
to that.
opening.
That would have ruled. Actually, I
That
would
would
have
have
loved to have
ruled,
seen
yeah.
that.
I would like to
But
see
anyway,
them in
Tim,
Vegas.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. So on this side of the earth, doing great.
Little blurry background there. It's like kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
I muted it out. I didn't think anybody wanted to see my window. So
Don't want to see that plant. I
oh,
like the plant actually. It's relaxing.
I make a background for myself. I got the Rush, I got the Beatles, got the Star Trek, got the pop-ups,
Yeah,
you
me
know.
too. I got all my shit,
I
as my
know.
wife calls it. Shit. She says, go down there with your shit when she's mad at
I
me.
want to
So, and
lower
I
those
do.
posters so you can see it says the Beatles. But it's the Beatles. You can see them.
well, I don't have a man cave. This is our office. So
Well, I don't have a man cave either. This is a shared space, so she's got her stuff over here.
And
So,
he always got Hogan's Heroes in the background when I'm
oh,
on.
he's got
So,
Hogan's Heroes. I
I'm
need a
slow.
TV version.
This is the computer room, but I'm slowly and surely pushing my wife out of this room. Hey man, like I told her, she's got the bedroom, the living room, the dining room, the kitchen,
yeah,
the everything else. Give me this
yeah.
12 by 12 space.
I
That's
can't
it.
say that to my girlfriend because she bought the house. So, thank you for the space you give me, honey. I love you.
oh, I can't say that either because my dog owns my house. So
Yeah.
Man,
Me and my wife
I,
forgot to
I
me and my
just
wife
pay the
forgot to
bills.
we got to coexist down here for a month when they redo our kitchen. We're like putting our microwave down here, our griddle outside in the back porch. That's gonna be interesting.
yeah, man, it's getting hot here. I'm gonna be able to go swimming, even though I've been cold plunging. But I'm happy to use that pool. And her grandson's gonna be coming down today to go swimming. I'm like
Yeah,
excited.
see, here in New Hampshire, a pool is like a big time luxury. It's not a necessity like it is out there. I mean, you got to have a pool out there.
We're getting ours in May, hopefully in May.
I'm trying to figure out
So,
what kind of do you let your dogs and cats go outside, Jerry?
no, I always have cats. They're indoor cats.
Oh yeah. My one escaped. He still hasn't come back. I'm still
Yeah,
praying for him to come back. But
my cat's an
Yeah.
indoor cat. My dog goes with me everywhere. So
yeah.
Dude, I've had cats that have been gone for 4 or 5 months and they came back, man. So
I
don't do
know.
that
That's
yet.
why I left his scratching post outside so he could smell himself, so he
Yeah.
knows where to go. But man, we got the BS. What are we doing,
Let's
Jerry, before
go.
we get into BS?
We're going to be doing our top 11, what the fuck, or wow, this band did this. It could be good or bad, you know? Just really things that you heard and really surprised the fuck out of you. So this is going to be an interesting topic. Waiting to hear what you guys have to say. But like Mark said, before we do that, let's get into the BS.
We got some sad news. Hottie, Jennifer Runyon, she was in
Yeah,
Ghostbusters, Charles in Charge.
yeah,
She was the one doing the thing. What a card do I have? Oh
yeah.
yeah,
The
and he's buzzing the
ESP.
other
Yeah.
guy.
Gets a shock, doesn't it? Don't they shock them? Yeah,
She
yeah,
kept
something
getting
like
it
that. Yeah.
wrong. He was
I
getting it
know.
right. He kept buzzing
Couple
her.
squiggly lines, and he's like, "That's wrong." He got it right.
God, I love that movie so
Yeah.
much. But back in Jennifer Runyon, she was also in Ghostbusters, and what's that guy's name from Eight Is Enough? Willie Ames. Willie Ames played a
Yeah.
tribute to her, saying that they were friends, like her and her husband, for the rest of their lives, and that was sad to him. And I'm
Willie Ames.
sad.
That's a name I haven't heard like in decades.
Willie
Willie
Yeah,
Ames.
Ames.
Wasn't he in
He-
Charles in Charge?
yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in Charles in Charge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eight
he
is
was
enough.
with-
Yeah.
he was in Eight Is Enough, and then he started doing like Christian, like superhero stuff, and
Really?
he,
Never heard of
yeah,
that.
he
For a
started
while
doing
now.
doing that stuff like on PBS and videos. He kind of went the dude from
Like Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron, but he's not in your face like Kirk Cameron. So he's doing it the right way to me.
He
You know,
was
don't hammer
homeless for
people.
a while.
Willie Ames.
I remember seeing a special they had on him.
I think he was an alcoholic, and he
Yeah, he
went
was.
to drug, and God cleaned up his life, and I'm happy for him, man. I'm
Typical
happy
child
for him.
actor. All these
Mhm.
child actors have issues. Seems
Especially
like.
Disney child actors. See, you ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. Or Nickelodeon now. That's the sad news, and then we get to, let's see, happy 63rd birthday, man. Give this man a fucking Pepsi already. Mike Murr, suicidal tendencies.
Yeah, I'm fucking loving that band now. For the longest time, they were just okay, but lately, the last year,
Just
I've been
okay.
digging Suicidal, man. Yeah,
That's one
starting
thing
to love
I've
them.
never said about suicidal. I was
Mike-
in
I'll
them from the
play a
first time
song.
I heard them.
I'll play a song every week on my show, man. They
Mike
gotta
Murr,
get.
he always seemed to be a guy that marched to his own drummer.
Yeah.
You know, he was never one for fads or trends or, he just made his music.
He made an
I
album
can
with
respect
just
that.
saying "fuck you" on the whole album. No
Yeah.
fucking problem at all. He didn't give a shit.
No
He made what
fucking
he
problem.
And then he went to fucking. He was. You should use the pop song thing on from Suicidal. Is I don't like Britney Spears. I love that fucking song. Oh man,
She just got
Uh,
busted.
Mike is awesome.
Yeah.
Infectious Grooves. Him and Robert Trujillo still do that band on the side. That you still do some live shows. Trujillo keeps coming back to Mike and doing some
Yeah,
Infectious
old
Grooves.
Brittany Britt just got busted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Metallica lets Robert go do solo stuff, but Jason, nope, can't do it, dude.
They
Sorry.
learned their lesson from you saw him cry. and he
Robert
fucking-
Trujillo walked into a fucking gold mine, dude. He really did.
and
Yeah,
he
but-
fucking deserves it because he's a fucking great
I was gonna
bassist.
say
That guy can play.
he walked into it granted, but he was well prepared
He
for it.
was well
Walked
prepared.
into the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
But he was well prepared for it.
Well,
you
he
know.
was with that band for 2 years before they got in, so that they kind of knew he was going to stay. So that kind of makes sense, and he's made
I mean,
great
like
albums.
Robert
with them.
Trio, he was given an opportunity, but he took full advantage of it. And
Here's $1 million bucks,
other
you're hired.
opportunities, you know.
And they gave him 0.25% of the group. They made him a full member. That's
I
the
know.
way-
What they could have done was what they could have done, and they should have done was not include him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Like
I
so.
think he deserves it by the work he's done with the band since. But
No, they couldn't predict what he was going to do. You don't give someone a lifetime achievement for something they might do in the future.
I would have gave it to him for Suicidal.
Who,
So he
makes,
deserves
who
it.
makes that decision? Does the band make that
No,
decision?
it's
Or
the-
does the
it's-
Rock and Roll
no,
Hall
it's
of
the
Fame
committee.
make that decision? Or
It's
But
the
it's
committee.
It's a board.
Yeah.
But just
of,
remember, they put everybody in Grand Funk and the Chili Peppers that was ever in that band first.
You're right. I mean, fuck,
Grand
you're right.
Except Dave
Funk's
Navarro didn't get in for Chili Peppers, did he?
not, Grand
Well,
Funk's
no.
not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Not Grand Funk, Parliament Funkadelic. They put every freaking person in that band.
I was gonna say I didn't think Grand Funk was in.
They should be in there in the fucking
Yes,
Rock and
they
Roll
should.
thing, but they're putting all these idiots in there. What the fuck is it, Grand Funk? You know, that band sold out fucking what? They beat the Beatles record for freaking Shea Stadium.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, shit. Come on, they're up there. But
They
man,
got kicked off the Led Zeppelin tour because they were too good.
yeah, I saw Mark Farner. That guy could fucking play. I saw him open up for Blue Oyster Cult at a fucking
Mhm.
swap meet.
Mhm.
Fucking Mark Farner's
All of them can
American band.
play. I mean,
Great fucking guitar player, man.
they hate each other now, but
Oh, yeah.
every one of them can play their instrument. I
Yeah.
mean, every one of them.
Yeah, they've hated each other for a long time.
I think Mark Farner got the shit end of the stick, though.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he
sure
did.
did. They used him and they stole from him, and
Yeah.
I
And they
mean,
kicked him out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They did everything that they could because the other two were college grads and they knew what they were doing. Mark Farner never went to college. He barely finished high school, but
Yeah.
he had the talent. But they took advantage of him not being too smart in other ways.
Yeah, in business. I mean,
They,
I say it over and
they
over
took
again on
advantage of
this
him.
show, and it's absolutely true. They call it the music business for a reason.
It's cutthroat.
That's why you get the business.
Business. You got the business.
Get the business. And then we get to Thomas Jane is officially the new Bones McCoy. His debut alongside Hiraku Sulu, I can't say that name, in Strange New World Series finale potentially leads into the rumored Year One spinoff series, which Year One got picked up. So they're going to start doing the original Captain Kirk 5-year mission. And I'm kind of excited because I like the new Spock and Strange New Worlds. I think this is going to be. What do you think about this, Jerry? Thomas Jane's
I
a good
can't
actor,
stand.
too.
I can't stand the new Spock. That dude drives me. I like the show. I love Captain Pike. I just cannot stand that new Spock guy. I think he's awful at it.
Is it because he sang?
Yeah, that was fucking no. It was before that, but that was God. That was like if you want to do a musical on a show, do something like Scrubs did. That was funny. You know what I mean?
Or Buffy, but that was horrible. That was
It was
horrible. I
bad.
go, that's the worst show I've ever seen in Star Trek in my lifetime. A
It
musical,
was
and
god
you made
awful.
Spock sing? What the fuck?
I'd rather hear Spock do the Hobbit song. Leonard Nimoy do
You
the
know
Hobbit
he's
song than that
he's
shit.
Gregory Peck's grandson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan
Obviously,
Peck.
the doesn't run in the family talent wise. Obviously,
I like
But,
him as Spock, dude. He's doing a good job, dude. I don't know what. Have you watched the whole series?
I watched like a season and a half of it, and I watched a couple of shows here and there. But yeah, I just couldn't.
You're
get
not going to
into it.
watch your Rebecca Romaine, man. Ooh, number one.
She's a good
She's
looking
still
woman.
hot. She's still hot.
Huh?
I love her. But and the
I
girl playing,
haven't seen the new one yet, the Starfleet Academy one yet.
yeah, everybody's calling it woke bullshit because the Klingons
Everything's woke,
the
dude.
Klingons
Everything's
gay.
woke.
I don't care if the Klingons gay. Whatever, just let it go. I love the series. It's really good. My girlfriend is getting that series is getting her into Star Trek, and I'm like, yes.
I
I
lost
love
all
it.
interest in Star Trek after the original because
I love Holly Hunter, man.
it's not
She's
new
great in there.
anymore. You know,
Dude.
when the original series came out, it was brand new. I mean, you know,
But
but going into outer space and but after that, it's like,
yeah, I don't get people. I don't understand. I think Star Trek's done better than what they've been doing with the Star Wars because I'm
I agree
hoping
with you on
Star
that.
Wars. I'm cheering for Star Wars if I can come out and knock me off my socks like Rogue One did. Rogue One was fucking amazing, and I like the new fucking Chewie and Han Solo movie. I didn't like the Han Solo movie at
I didn't
first,
like that Han Solo movie. I
but then,
hated that
dude, it
actually.
took me 3 times to get it. And then
I
I said,
watched it like 4 or 5 times.
dude, they have a chemistry, him and Chewie. It's really
Yeah.
good. But let's move on from that because I don't think any other Star Trek fans except me and you, Jerry.
Oh yeah, fuck them both. So I'm fine.
Randy's a closet Star Trek fan. He is. He just doesn't want to admit it, man.
But Thomas Jane, I think he's a good pick
Live
for
long and
Bones.
prosper, Randy.
Don't you think
Live long
Thomas?
and
Andy,
prosper.
don't hold back.
Thank
Tell
you
us
so
how
much.
you're gonna feel.
I think Thomas Jane and Carl Urban are the good modern.
Carl Urban's awesome. He's awesome in
Yeah.
anything he does. So
Yeah,
yeah.
But
last
I will
season of The
live long and
Boys is
prosper.
coming.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're
All
welcome.
right,
man.
and then we get to this
You're
is
very
sad.
logical.
This is some sad news, and you fucking Tide Pod eating fucking generation of fucking idiots out there. Teens inspired by Scream recorded first kill plot before stabbing classmate to death.
Nothing new. Shit like that been happening since I've been born. So yeah,
What the
stupid.
fuck what is wrong with people that they say, oh, let's kill this person? We don't fucking care.
You
I don't
know,
understand. There's no empathy anymore. Where's the fucking love on the respect for human life anymore? It's like, I don't get this. I would never go out and stab my worst enemy.
the the
I don't
longer
understand this shit.
I go on this journey in life, the more I realize one thing. As a whole, human beings are a stupid species.
Pretty much. No, like Tommy Lee Jones says on Men in Black, a person is smart, people are stupid.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just sad, man. I'm just saying, if there's any teenagers listening to us, if you want to do something stupid, message me. I'll talk you out of it. Or I might encourage you if it's something funny that doesn't hurt
Yeah.
people. So I'm good with that. Just message me. I'm here for you, teenagers. I could tell you what we went through, and it's not as bad as what
I
you
don't
guys are
sound
going through.
creepy at all, Mark. I'm
No,
here for you,
I'm not gonna
teenagers.
grow. I'm not. I have a girlfriend. I don't want the. I just want to be a mentor. How about a
And I'll
mentor?
even I'll even show up to your house in a white panel van.
Oh, shut the
Yeah.
fuck. I'm not bringing candy, okay?
I'm going to get a second phone for you to call me.
Fuck you. I can't afford a second phone. All right.
That's a burner phone.
I'm not gonna buy that shit. And then David Gilmour's Pink Floyd's Instrument Shatters NYC sale, becoming the most expensive guitar ever sold at auction.
Was that was the one he did on the wall, right? We
Yeah.
did the sellers for the wall. Yeah. Fuck. If I had the money, if I was a gazillionaire, I'd buy it.
You go, I got
Hey.
the guitar. I'm gonna play them all. And it doesn't sound like David Gilmour. You go, fuck this guitar.
Hey, if David Gilmour's getting paid out of it, good for him.
He's donated all to charity, I believe.
Yeah.
It
All
goes
his
to
guitar
charity.
Even
sales.
better for him.
Yeah.
Even better
Yeah.
for him.
And I think we can all agree he's at least in the top 5 greatest guitar players of all
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
I
he's
don't
80. His family is set up for life. I mean, why not, you know?
His family, his grandkid, his great grandkids are set up for life.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tim, how do you feel about Pink Floyd? Would you put him in the top 5 or a little bit lower for you?
Top Pink Floyd the band or David Gilmour?
Oh, well, David Gilmour is a player.
I put him in top 10.
10?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
I put him in my top 10, but Pink Floyd the band is like in my top 40.
He's my favorite guitarist. Him and then
Well, yeah,
Page.
well, a guitar player, he rates higher than the band for me. So
Yeah,
separate.
I got
Pink
Pink
Floyd
Floyd in my
probably in the top 20 for me.
I got Pink Floyd in my top 10, but Rolling Stones have dropped out of my top 20 lately.
I think they've dropped out a while ago.
Yeah,
I
for
love
me,
the
I'm
Rolling
just stacking
Stones.
other bands on top of the Rolling Stones.
I'm just finding out how like with the Rolling Stones were like the fucking boy bands compared to the Beatles. The Beatles were from Liverpool and had to fight for everything, with the Rolling Stones were funded by their parents. So the Beatles
Stones
There's a
wrote some
lot of
great fucking
things.
Stones wrote some great fucking
But the
music, man.
Beatles are
They
the
did.
street band compared to everybody thinks Rolling Stones is a street band. No, fucking the Beatles would fuck up the whole fucking
I don't
Rolling
give a
Stones
shit if they're a
thing.
church choir. If they sound good, they sound good, man.
I know.
Seriously. I
But
mean,
the
Yeah,
Rolling
but I
Stones
know
had a
what you're
fake
saying, Mark.
persona. The Rolling Stones had a fake persona. They weren't the street fighting men. It was the Beatles. So that's
You
all
see,
I'm
We're
Mark, I
trying
know
to
talking
do.
what you're
70
saying.
years ago, for Christ's sakes. Who cares?
We all care because we're still talking about it.
I care.
Jesus Christ.
And Mark, I agree with you 100%. I tell that to people all the time.
It's like the Beatles were poor. The Stones had fucking fat people giving them money. But and then we get to our favorite band. No, one of my favorite bands. Kevin Cronin says RL Speedwagon reunion exceeded my expectations and hints at more. Him, Alan Gratzer, Bruce Hall, Mike Murphy even came up and sang with Kevin. And I thought that was pretty cool, even though I don't like Mike Murphy. And Neil Daughtery was there, and he said they had a great time. And him and Bruce were beefing for a little bit. But if that's good, and they get back on tour, and I still get to go see them to pay tribute to my mom, to see RS Speedwagon show whenever they come near me, I'm happy for that. I hope they get back together. I hope Alan Gratzer comes back as drummer. But that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, but to me, in my humble opinion, without Rick Rath, It ain't REO Speedwagon.
Oh, I
Well, I
like the
mean,
new guitar
true,
player.
but it's not their fault because he
No, it's
had
not their
issues
fault,
and
but
he's dead. I
it's
mean,
just not.
that's sad. I think he probably could have come back because they'd played a few shows before he died, and he sounded great, man. He
Yeah.
looked healthy,
He
and
came up with them too.
yeah.
But that guitar sound is just his.
Dave Amato, when I
Dave
look,
Amato's good. I
I'm a
mean,
huge REO Speedwagon. When that album came out, The Earth, The Dog, The Chicken, with Dave Amato on it, I go, man, he's playing so fast. He's not playing with the feel that Rich Raff plays with. And I
now
saw
Gary
him
was
live,
awesome.
and he was playing the old artists. But why is he fucking taking this up to 70? Why is he like speeding up the solos from Rich Raff? Why is he just like bending those notes? And then
Because he's trying to
and
make it his.
then I saw him like years later, and he got it. He started playing the Rich Raff guitar solos the way they should be played, and he slowed it down, and I loved it. Dave Amato
That's
kind of it took a while to get into the groove with the Rich Raff, but he did
Mhm.
it later.
But that's the trouble when you join a successful band like that, because you're trying to make the songs your own. But at the same
Yeah,
time, you have to do
yeah,
it the way people remember how
yeah.
they sound.
But the chemistry isn't there between Rich Raff and Cronin had. Rich Raff and Cronin on stage were fucking funny as fuck. They'd sit there and start to, hey, Spanky, they'd be doing that tough guys thing. They'd be talking about 157 Riverside Avenue. He
I, I,
doesn't do that with a motto.
I just could never picture Kevin Cronin being a tough guy. Just doesn't cross me as a tough
Oh,
guy in real
I
life.
he
thought he
doesn't
But
was
like the
gay
tough
the way
guys.
he talks, but
He
he
says
isn't.
they have brains on where they sit.
But the
I'm
thing,
for it, man. I'd be for an Ario reunion. I like Ario. I saw them the last years they were around. They still sounded good. I mean, Kevin, of course, his voice ain't gonna be the same, but they sounded good. So I'd
but
go
the
and see
thing
'em.
is, I've seen Ario with Rich Ref and I've seen Ario with Amato. The funniness, the brothers that Rich Ref and Cronin had together on stage was not the same with Amato.
Hmm.
They had the chemistry up there. They were joking. They were
You
doing
know,
weird stuff, and it
Yeah,
was
same with Van Halen
yeah.
with Roth and Hagar.
Oh, Sammy had
Well,
that with Sammy brought the whole band into the party
yeah, but Sammy
when
was
I saw
way
them
too
live.
seriously. It's way too serious. Van
No,
Halen's a party band.
no.
Is what they are. They're a
Sammy too
party band.
serious taking shots with the fans in the front row. Come on, dude. Come
Yeah, but he's going out there
on, dude.
and doing fucking jumping jacks for Christ's sakes.
But the thing
What is
is
this
that
fucking? You
the,
know,
the thing is David was the front of the band and the other guys were in the background. When Sammy was up there, the whole band was in the front. He
yeah, and they
brought
showed just how
everybody
bad
up to
they
the
were.
front and said, "Here, listen to these guys." He pushed Eddie, he pushed Michael, he fucking brought Al into the set. David always was about himself on stage, but the thing is, he'd go, "Come on, Al," and Sammy would fucking root on Al to do stuff, and it was like,
Dave was the MC of that show.
but the
Period.
thing is, it was all about Dave. When Sammy was in the band, it was all about the band. There was a big difference when I saw them live. And I always say that. I said Sammy was more of a team player than Dave was. So that's just my opinion.
I don't
Everybody
agree
could
with
tell
that,
me to
but
fuck off. I
whatever.
don't care. What
No,
do you
but the
guys?
thing is, what's the difference between Hagar doing jumping jacks and the other one doing roundhouses and kicking the air?
Right.
Because he was doing jumping jacks in between songs, whereas Roth was doing his roundhouse kick
Roundhouses.
All
during the
right.
song.
All right.
That's
I'm
like
just
this
saying
part of the song.
I love both
I
versions of the
love them
band.
both.
I even like Gary Sharon.
I'll stop there.
Now,
Stop there.
there's some great songs on that album, like
Mitch Malloy.
Ballad of the Bullet, Without You. Some great songs on there, man.
I don't like them.
Dirty Water Dog.
Van
The
Halen's forgotten singer, Mitch Malloy.
Fire in the Hole, dude. It was it Lethal Weapon. I think
that's
4.
good
Really
too.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
that's a good
great
song.
song. Fire in the Hole. Man, like Gary Sharon said, they were rushed to make that album. They didn't flush it out till they went on tour. And I would have loved to saw that because Gary did Sammy and David, and it was fucking that guy could
I
sing
like it
both.
better than a different kind of truth.
I love a different kind of
Wow,
Jew.
really, Jerry?
Album sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I don't like it at all.
You know, Jerry, you suck. But that's okay. We know
I,
that.
I
I
love
wouldn't
that
say
track.
that,
You and
but
your blues.
Well, I'm
Love
joking
that
with him.
track.
All right.
Probably because I'm sorry, Mark. Probably because of the first fucking single, they couldn't recuperate with me. I hate that song
Well,
Tattoo. That
yeah,
song
yeah, yeah.
fucking
Oh yeah,
I get that.
sucks.
They should have released
that song
Chinatown.
should have never been on the album. Period.
They
let
should
alone
they
the
should have
first
released
single.
Chinatown or As Is the first single. God.
So it was off to a
I think
bad
it's
start,
great song.
and it never recovered.
And then we
not
get
only was it the lead single, it was also the opener. But I
Yeah.
like that song. But it was the opener.
I
too,
do like it, but it was cheesy.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
And then we get
Video was
to
dumb, too.
our favorite band we like to talk shit about.
All
Motley
that was
Crue-
David Lee Roth.
Motley
Absolutely
Crue-
all David Lee Roth.
Motley Crue bassist Nicky Sixx has defended his bandmate Vince Neil after one of Nicky's social media follows criticized the singer's appearance and vocal performance on Saturday, March 7th. An ex-user to the platform to tell Sixx, you should get Vince jogging or some Ozempic. Fat shit can't sing. The following day, Nicky
Jesus Christ.
responded, writing, what an embarrassment thing to post about my singer who's been with me for 45 years. No matter what you think, he's my brother, and you could go suck a dick. What do you guys think
Good
about
for
that?
him. Good for him. Seriously. I mean, it's good that they're defending themselves. Even though a band's not even worth defending anymore, but good for them for defending themselves. That's all I can say about
I
that.
honestly do not care what Nicky Sixx has to say about much of anything.
But I'm saying, if somebody talks shit about you guys are in my band,
I mean,
I would tell them to
as
go
somebody-
suck a dick too.
yeah,
I'm
somebody
happy
who
you did
suffered
that.
from, as somebody who suffered from, being heavy, being fat, I get it, man. It's not cool, man. I was getting to be. You saw me at fucking Rock the Pod. I was huge then, man.
Dude, I didn't even notice how big you are. I just noticed
But
you're fucking funny
By
as
the
fuck.
same token, number one, Vince Neil, you're supposed to be a professional musician. That means you're supposed to keep your voice in shape. That's kind of the deal.
Well,
He didn't. And
Who has?
He let the partying get
Glenn Hughes?
A lot.
better of
there's a
him.
few. There's a
You
few.
know,
of
and
them.
I understand you get older, and believe me,
Standing.
I was 300 pounds. I know, but you're doing this as a profession. This is your living.
You're so right, Tim, because there's so many other singers or vocalists that are older than Vince Neil, but have taken care of themselves and taken care of their craft.
David Coverdale comes to mind. That man's in his 70s. You wouldn't know it.
It's
Oh, he
starting to
can't
crack
sing
now.
anymore. He can't sing anymore.
It's starting
dude.
to crack.
Yeah,
now.
but look at Dio. Up until the day he died,
Yeah.
that dude sounded freaking fantastic.
And he
And look
never
at-
warmed up. He never had a warm up. He'd just go out on stage and sing.
And look at Sammy. People might complain about Sammy, but he sounds good.
He
he
does.
does. I will
You know,
admit
So, I
that.
mean, it is doable, but
Yeah,
you
because
gotta, you
taking
have
care of your
to, as
craft.
the years go on, you have to change your lifestyle.
Yep,
You
exactly.
can't be 20 years old for the rest of your life.
Well, the
Sorry.
thing is, with Glenn Hughes, that guy was on everything, and that guy's voice
Yeah.
still sounds
Yep.
amazing. He's
Yeah.
an anomaly in rock and roll there,
That's true.
It's like,
It's
damn.
just that Vince Neil spent too much time drinking whiskey out of strippers' cracks.
Yeah,
That's what
spend
happened
too
to
much
him.
time in the
Hey,
bar.
like you
Sounds
would
like a
have
party
wanted
to
to
me.
done that.
Sounds like a party to me.
Sounds like a party to me.
Yeah. After a while, even
Who-
that
who
crack
would-
stick starts to
Who
smell
here?
funny.
Who here would trade places with Vince Neil right now?
No,
Oh, you mean trade place? Okay.
Yeah,
definitely.
I would take his life.
no, not me.
Except maybe I would have went out drunk driving and killed the drummer of
Did you just say you'd take his life? Mark, what's wrong
No,
with
I
you,
would
dude?
trade lives with him. There you go.
I'm just kidding.
But
I
no,
would
I
trade
love
with
I
him.
love my life now. I have a great
Yeah,
girlfriend in Audra.
I am more than happy with mine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Me
I am
too.
too.
I am too.
I am too.
I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest son of a bitch in the world. I really am.
You know
You
what?
are, and I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm a fucking douche to you sometimes. I love you, brother. I just
Because,
want to
I
tell you
mean,
that.
think about it. Even killing Razzle in the DUI, right?
Doesn't change you.
If he wasn't Vince Neil, quote unquote, nobody
That
would
may show up tonight. That may show up in our topic tonight.
nobody would care.
And then we
And
get
they-
to
Just another DUI casualty. but he's Vince Neil.
Oh, any of us would have been thrown in jail. We'd still be serving time.
Oh yeah, we would.
Yeah, but not just that. It just seemed like even afterwards, just the persona of it, it's like it didn't phase him at all. He just
Oh no,
moved
it
on.
didn't.
No.
I mean, it didn't.
You know, that's fucked up. Imagine if we had killed somebody that way, dude. It would have
Yeah.
haunted me for the rest of my life.
But you got to remember that that man lost his daughter at a young age. His daughter passed away, and that hurt him very badly. The guy is human. Maybe he
Still
just
no excuse for what he
maybe
did.
he. I don't know.
We've
What do you
all
think
had
about that? Yeah.
we've all had tragedies in our
I think
lives.
the DUI happened before his daughter's death.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, definitely before.
So
I can't
there's
remember
no
the
excuse
timeline.
there.
Because Skylar was her name was.
Oh
Skylar.
yeah, that song.
And
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
she died until somewhere
Yeah.
in the 90s, if I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
Okay.
mistaken.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
you're
Yeah.
right. I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Charisse was his wife.
All right. And then we
Yeah.
get to see Noel Gallagher, what he said about the Black Crows. I had a couple drags on it, passed it back to him, grabbed a hold of a wall, then fucking fell down the wall and throwing up green puke everywhere. He said he couldn't outsmoke the Black Crows.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Because they were on that tour together. You know.
You know, you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns.
Yeah.
Green puke. I've never had green puke.
I'd like
smoking
I'd
black.
like to see the Robinson boys against Willie Nelson in a smoke off. That would be
I think Willie quit, but
Yeah, he did finally. Or so he says.
and I just started again.
I saw
Nothing wrong
him
with that.
last year, and the dude was fantastic. Of course, he didn't sing. He didn't sound the same, and sometimes he would have to sit down. But his guitar playing still fucking there, dude. The dude can still pick on his guitar.
How old is Willie now?
Willie's 92,
Wow.
93,
I
around there.
just don't want to talk to Kate Doré when Willie passes away. That will be a conversation for you guys on Three Shots Down. So, because she loves Willie so much when I hear you.
By the way, speaking of, you were talking about Star Trek earlier.
Yeah.
I guess William Shatner just went into the hospital. He's 94.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to his metal album, aren't you?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
looking for his
working on
metal
doing a
album.
metal album.
I like all his albums. They're hilarious. It's
Fucking
better than
stupid, but they
Spock.
are. They're funny.
It's
Yeah.
better than Leonard Nimoy's If I Had a Hammer.
The Hobbit song.
Willie will be 93 in August. Oh, no, in April.
Wow.
Shit.
In April.
All right, man.
He's getting up there with Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Christ's sakes. I mean, they're both outlive fucking a nuclear blast. Yeah.
What? How do you think Keith Richards is? Like 70?
Oh, I bet
I think he's younger
he's
than
gotta
Paul
be 80.
McCartney. I think
he's
he's
got to
younger than
be at
Paul.
least 80. Because I mean, Mick Jagger's like 78.
Well, Jerry's looking it up right now, so I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
let's
got to
look
be around the early 80s.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in his 80s, yeah. Let's see. Keith Richards, 82. Born in
82?
43.
So Willie's 11 years older or 10 years older.
My mom was born in like 48, and I'm pissed off that all these people are still alive. So my mom should have been alive longer. That sucks. I just get pissed off.
I lost my dad when I was 5, so.
Well, yeah, I get that. My
Yeah,
mom was
I'm
looking at-
my mom was my only mom. I didn't have a dad. I had a
was lucky to
grandpa.
have-
I had a grandpa and a grandma. That was my whole family.
Yeah, I lost
And
I
they're
was
all
lucky to have-
gone now.
I was lucky to have both my parents as long as I did. I mean,
Sure.
so I still got my mom, but my dad passed away, 7 years ago now? Yeah.
That's one thing
I
that
was pretty
sucks.
fortunate.
I lost both my parents, and it's like every childhood memory I have, as a kid, I'm like, is that real? Because nobody's around to verify it, Because I was an only child, so
No,
it was just me and my parents, and
I still
I was like, was that a real memory? Because nobody's there to say, yeah,
I still have my REO Speedwagon Wheels Are Turning bandana for my first ever concert that my mom bought me, took me to that show, and she she gave me the love for seeing live music because I said I want to see a concert. So she took me to RL Speedwagon, Wheels of Turning, with Survivor from the Vital Signs tour with Jimmy
Oh,
opening. That was a great thing.
that was a great album.
I'm sad I missed. Cheap Trick was opening on that on Standing on the Edge later. I think in the Midwest they were their openers on that one. But I'm glad I saw Survivor because I've seen Cheap Trick many times, but I haven't never seen Survivor since that show.
That was a damn good album, pop album.
Vital
Damn
Signs,
good album.
fucking great album.
Yeah,
But
I can
man,
feel you tremble when
I
we
just want to thank
touch.
my mom for getting me into love to live shows. I want to thank her for encouraging me to go to live shows. And I also want to say, hey, I got you into a lot of music more than you got me into music, Mom. Because I got her into the Eagles. I got her into lots of stuff that she did.
My
She
mom
would
couldn't
be,
stand my music. My dad
yeah.
either.
Oh, my mom, I encouraged my mom to get into other music, except she didn't like the Smiths and she didn't like the Cure. So I'm okay with that, you know.
But I'm glad that my daughter's digging a lot of my music. So I did
Well, your
something right.
daughter digs a lot of my music too, so
She likes like the Cure and shit like that. I can't stand
yeah,
that
that's
crap.
like, oh,
But
your daughter's
yeah.
awesome. But man, fucking, and then we got mega F bombs. David Ellison to Dave Mustaine. You know what? Fuck the fuck, just fuck the fuck off, because
Good for him.
he's pissed because Dave Mustaine made a big deal about his jack off video, and it wouldn't have got traction unless Dave said something about it. Dave, so it should have just been left between brothers and stuff like that. But Dave was being kind of a hypocrite there because you know what? Forgive your brother. Because without Elvison, you wouldn't have had Megadeth. I'm just saying that. Elvison was part of that band. And
Yeah,
you
what's the
just
most
fucking,
iconic riff? The most iconic riff for Megadeth is that opening for Peace Sells, but who's
yeah,
buying it?
that's
That bass
Dave
riff.
Elvison, man. But
Yeah.
what do you guys
Yeah,
think
but
about, what do you think about Dave Elvison standing up to himself? Standing up for himself.
Good for him. I mean, he's been taking a lot of abuse. I mean, from him. So good for him. And Ellison's in a great situation now. So
Oh, Metal Church. I got to pre-order that album, by the way. I like what I've heard. It's great shit. What do you guys think about Dave versus Dave?
if I was quote unquote, if somebody continuously called, other than if I was named after my father, which I'm not, if somebody continuously called me Junior, I would punch him in the fucking head.
I was called Junior because
Junior this bitch, you know.
I was called Junior at In-N-Out because my second manager was named Mark Taylor and I was named Mark Taylor. So they call in the back and they go, Mark, what? We both go, what? Taylor, what? And then he goes, you know what? I'm your manager. I'm going to call you Junior. So they go, Junior. I go, what? Because we had two Mark Taylors in that In-N-Out. So we were getting
But yeah,
confused.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Dave Elfson should have told him to fuck off and died 20 years ago, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Andy? Dave versus Dave.
I really didn't pay that much attention to it. I clicked on it, and when it comes to Megadeth, I really don't get too much into this and that with the Megadeth. I enjoy their music, and that's where I keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
They're
can't
not a
get into
band
the
that I
band
read
members
much into.
because they constantly change. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a revolving door.
Yeah, there's not really someone. It's like when you really love a band and really get into them, it's because you know everybody that's in the band, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, there's
Yeah,
just too many pieces that move in and out that I just follow the name of Megadeth.
like an apartment building. You know,
Yeah.
they come and go. You
Yeah.
know?
Kristen Yelich, fuck this guy.
Christian Yelich. Oh yeah, he's a fucking what is it called? Steroid user who beat fucking Matt Kemp for MVP one year. And Matt Kemp had a very better year than that fucker.
I think I'm
But
gonna do a Wax Packs short video. I wonder if that could be good on Freeform. Wonder if people would dig it.
let's fucking do it, dude. I keep asking for more content.
Fernando
And
tattoos. Tattoos, fuck that guy too.
you can give that to
Uh
John. Uh and then we get to Kiss legend Gene Simmons tears into celebrities talking constantly about politics. We kind of talked about this in the chat group. You know what? I agree with him to a point. You know,
I do, but shut the fuck up.
celebrities should have an opinion about what they think and what they feel. The thing is, I get mad when celebrities, bands, or say, "Hey, if you don't believe in what I believe, don't listen to my music. Don't go see a concert. Don't go see our movies because you're not with them ideologically." That pisses me off because you're dividing your fan base. Let people have their opinions. If your fans let you have your opinion, you should let your fans have their own opinion and not fucking get on them for having their own opinion because they differ from you. That's the only thing I get pissed off about. Yes, go ahead and tell me what you think. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with it. But don't tell your fans if they don't believe in what you believe, don't come see you. That pisses me off.
Well, that's just bad business. Period. I mean, that's just bad business. I mean, you're supposed to bring the fans in. You're supposed to sell your albums, not, alienate.
Half your fan base.
Some bands that can get away with it, some can't. Like fucking Roger Waters. I don't know how that fucker still sells out
I don't know either.
with his opinions, but he does. I mean, it's just weird how that works.
I just want to say that celebrities and all that should be able to say whatever they want to say, but why would you want to do that? Why? I mean, keep your opinions to your friends, your family, or whatever. But when it comes, it's just like us going to work and telling everybody, hey, you think this way, you think that way, this is who I am. You don't do that at work. And that's what these celebrities are. They're at work when they do this, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
and at work, you don't have freedom of speech, I'll tell you that.
No, you don't.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
You shut the fuck up and do your job and go home.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, look, everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody. And that, I don't care what you do for a living. And that's fine. But when you start bringing it out on the stage and you start making it public, prepare for the backlash.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen. This is America. Everybody has an opinion.
Yep. And then, like Mark was saying, and then they get ugly about it.
Yeah, and then they get ugly about it. And
they tell you, don't come to the show.
You're the one that brought it out in the first place.
Yeah, that's why I just stopped talking. That's why I just stopped talking politics in general, because it's just stupid. All you're going to do is get people that call you an asshole or whatever, because of your beliefs. So it's just fucking pointless.
And the thing is that earlier this week, it was it doesn't matter what happened earlier this week, but yeah, I agree. They should just,
Tim soldiers on. I'll give Tim credit. He soldiers on. He don't give a shit what people think about his politics.
I don't care less.
I don't care. I don't fucking try to talk. The only one I bash is my governor. That's about it. But then we get to I think this is funny because this is BS. Tourist sues taco stand over spicy sauce. A judge responds by saying spiciness is often the point of salsa.
Bring back the McDonald's hot coffee thing all over again. Fuck. Jeez.
Hey, coffee's hot.
I mean, you look how stupid we've come. We actually have to have instructions of how to use shampoo. Shampoo in the bottle. It's unreal. It's unfucking real.
It really is. Content's so hot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's coffee. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Pretty soon we're gonna have contents. Your soda might be cold.
Well,
I can understand. I can understand it. I can understand a kid accidentally eating a Tide Pod because it looks like candy, but teenagers, grown adults doing it. Fuck, dude. What the hell is wrong with us?
These days,
planking or ghost writing. It's like, God, all these challenges. These kids get killed from these stupid fucking TikTok challenges. And I go, where are the parents telling these kids they're being idiots?
They're on TikTok.
I do believe in the Darwin theory. I do believe in the Darwin theory, the battle, the strongest and the fittest survive. I do, and the dumbest don't. But we're getting to the point where we're making it too easy for the dumbest to do the dumb things.
I really believe as I go on that we are dumbing down in this world.
Watch the movie Idiocracy and get back to me.
We are getting stupider as the generations go on.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Yep. Sure did.
That's what's happening right now. Mike Judge is fucking awesome. But we got two more stories here. 30 years ago this week, Damn Yankees released their debut album. Fuck yeah, I love that fucking album to this day. There's not a month I go by without listening to Damn Yankees.
That's our next review on our Heavy Water 77 out show.
That's cool, man. Have fun with that. I love that album. And then legendary punk singer Jella Biafra revealed he suffered a stroke over the weekend while getting out of bed.
Yeah, but here he's doing good, doing better, so
Yeah.
good for him.
Never heard of him.
You never heard of the Dead Kennedys?
Oh, Dead Kennedys, yeah, but never heard
That's
of
Jella. That's
yeah,
Jella.
He's the lead singer.
Yeah, it's Jella.
Dead
Holiday
Kennedys.
in Cambodia. God, what a great
He's
song.
the creator of.
Yeah, I've heard of the Dead Kennedys, but I never.
Yeah,
I
but
never
that's who
knew
he
they
is.
band members.
That's who he is.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, let's get to our...
Wait,
Oh,
can I
hold
say
on.
one more
Oh,
thing?
yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
We missed something
Okay.
on the passing of Phil Campbell.
Yes.
Oh, I
From
had
Motörhead.
him on here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I did. Phil Campbell,
you
longtime
had him on the
Motörhead
top.
guitarist, died. Yeah, that was on my...
Had him on the top.
Yeah, I did.
I was
but,
going to say something if nobody else did.
But yeah, Phil Campbell. I'm not the biggest Motörhead fan, and that's not because they're not great. It's because I haven't had enough exposure of Motörhead. But I was hearing and reading about his life and what a great husband, devoted husband, father, grandfather. And you don't think about this when you think of heavy metal guitar players, but he had a life outside of his job.
You never heard anything said about any members of Motörhead either. You never heard anything bad anybody says about those guys.
No.
Yeah.
No, they were just
Thing
band.
is, Phil Campbell even brought his sons in. Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons,
Yeah,
band.
that was a good band
band.
too.
That was a good band.
They're a good band.
You know what? This is cool that I forgot about Phil Campbell because we could bring him at the end and go out with him.
Yeah.
As it should be.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
One more thing.
I had him
Since
at the
we're at it,
top.
Since we're at it, this is more important to me than probably you guys, but rest in peace, Tommy DiCarlo, singer for Boston. The weird part about it is they died on the same day, man. That's just weird, man. The odds are 1 in 365, but I get it. But man, that's like he's only 60 years old and had brain cancer. I didn't even know that.
Phil was
there were
only
rumors.
64.
Yeah, there were rumors of possibly a 50 anniversary of their first album tour going on. I don't know what's going on with that, but he was a decent singer. I mean, it's hard to replace somebody like Brad Delp, but he did the best he could.
See everybody walking out with walkers on stage.
I to tell you the truth, after Third Stage, I never listened to Boston anymore. So
I guess I love Corporate America.
I listened to Corporate America like a couple times. I go, yeah. It wasn't the same for me.
All right, let's get started with the main event here. Let's get ready to rumble. That guy's still alive. I haven't heard him in a while.
I think he is.
What's his name?
Yeah, he is.
Buffer?
Still alive.
Michael Buffer? Is that his name?
Michael Buffer. He's still alive.
I could do that pretty good.
He was
Let's
getting like
get ready to rumble.
He was getting like $5 or $6 million just to go up there and do that at the beginning of a boxing show or something.
Dude,
like that.
they should
Unreal.
get me to do that. I could hold that rumble note for a long time.
All right. Well, we're gonna do our top 11. What the fuck or wow, I can't believe this happened. Moment in music history or favorite bands history, whatever you want to do, and I'm fine with it.
Holy shit!
Like, I have a couple new ones, and a couple of them we actually talked about today. So we'll get started. Andy, what do you got? Number 11, 10, and 9, dude.
Oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 at a time. All right.
Yep.
I am going to start off with. I wrote so many notes on this one. I'm going to start off with U2 and George Bush.
Oh.
When U2, when Bono would try to call George Bush in the middle of the Zoo TV tour and no one will answer, and there was a big egg on Bono's face. So that was a big moment because they kept talking about it, but they don't know the background of the relationship between the Bush family and Bono. Even though they did not see eye to eye on politics, the Bush family and Bono saw eye to eye in humanitarian efforts.
They did.
To the point where George H.W. Bush gave a lot of money in the funding of AIDS relief around the world because of Bono.
Yep.
And in 2015, his son, George H.W. Bush, gave Bono the Congressional Medal of Honor under his father's name for all the humanitarian work that Bono has done. When we think that the Bushes and Bono never got along together because of what the media showed us,
Bullshit.
if you look deep behind their relationship together, they became great friends.
Yeah.
Both families became great friends and admirers of each other. So that's something that a lot of us can learn about the Bushes and Bono. That was my number 11.
Bono's even tried to work with Trump, but Trump won't answer him back.
Yeah.
So,
But and I'm going to go with Ozzy and the Alamo.
oh,
You talked about that the other day. I knew you were going to pick that one.
He did, for years I always thought that he urinated on the wall of the Alamo, but it wasn't the wall of the Alamo. It was a statue that was on the grounds of the Alamo. Oh, crazy Ozzy doing this and doing that. He was banned from San Antonio for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But redemption, when he apologized to the city and to the mayor, the Alamo people thought that his apology was sincere and honest, which it was. After his 10-year ban, he played 2 shows that first year he was allowed back into the city. And at his death, the Alamo released a statement. I want to read it. At the Alamo, we honor history of all complexities. Today, we acknowledge Ozzy Osbourne's journey from regret to reconciliation at the historic site, and we extend our condolences to his family, friends, and fans around the world. May he rest in peace. You see, again, we just hear about what he did. We didn't hear the reconciliation and a bigger moment instead of just the act, but the reconnection of them. The asking for forgiveness and the other part forgiving.
You weren't gonna either because it was Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. But the Alamo did not let that pass because they even him and Jack even went in 2015 and did a whole episode of them visiting the Alamo.
Yeah, that was great. I love that rock and roll road trip.
You weren't gonna hear the other part of it because it was Ozzy. And
right.
Everybody loves a car crash. Everybody loves a car crash.
Yeah.
They don't like to see, stuff like,
And my
sing and dance
number,
and all that good stuff.
my next one I'm going to do Def Leppard and Rick Allen. It's big news when a drummer lost his arm. Yeah. And when I was doing the stories behind the shows, the dude was 21 when he lost his arm. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. I thought he was. I don't know why I pictured he was older, but he joined Def Leppard when he was 15.
He was young.
And at 21, he lost his arm. And that was right after Pyromania. Yep. The band had reached heights they had never had before. And they took a 3-year hiatus to let Rick Allen recuperate and relearn how to play the instrument. And no matter how we see Hysteria that was released in 87 with Rick Allen with one arm, it's a blockbuster album. We cannot deny that. It's a blockbuster.
As much as I feel about Def Leppard now, I'll always respect them for that, keeping him on.
So. Oh, dude, they could have picked up any drummer. Yeah. And any drummer would have jumped at that job to take Def Leppard after Pyromania.
Because that's what I said. Usually when you're trying to, you have an album like Pyromania, you want to capitalize that immediately. But
within a year you release an album easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but no, they took 3 years to make sure that their brother wasn't left behind.
It's actually 5 years on that one.
Was it 5?
He was 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
But cool. Those are my 3.
Awesome. All right, Tim, what do you got?
All right, these are in no particular order as far as importance goes, but my number 11 is John Bonham dies and Led Zeppelin ends. Because I thought that band would go on forever. But That just
Can you
shows.
imagine? Can you imagine Led Zeppelin doing like what Cheap Trick and Heart did in the '80s? As far as a bunch of synthesizers and shit, they were actually going that way. If you think about Into the Outdoor, there's a lot of keyboards on that album. So who knows? That would have been funny. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
But that's my number 11. My number 10 is Ozzy gets kicked out of Sabbath. I thought that was a big deal. That was a big deal for me personally.
Oh no, that was a big deal for the world too, because Sabbath was the leader of metal, and then, I mean, no,
and then but you never, leading up to that, you never heard of any fights or any arguments or any disagreements in Black Sabbath or he said, she said, any of that bullshit. It was just one day he's not in there anymore. What the fuck,
there were gentlemen, they kept it within themselves.
Oh yeah. I'm sure, I know they had the arguments, but
they
never made them public,
No. As bands should be. I mean, they should be.
Yeah, if you're in a band, that's like a brotherhood or a sisterhood.
Family, man. It's a family.
You don't spill your garbage out in the street,
It's the same thing with your family household. You don't let shit get out of your doors.
Yeah. Things you say to your wife, you don't say to anybody else. Period.
At the same time, the fucking press is ridiculous too. So
these days, yeah.
I think they've always been that way. Now we have social media to show how stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
And my number 9 is Richie Blackmore gets kicked out of Deep Purple or leaves Deep Purple.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a big moment.
Yeah.
The first time or the second time? Or both?
Both. Well, first time, because first time was, wow.
Yeah.
Second
second time he just fucking bolted.
Yeah, he bolted.
Yeah.
But Deep Purple's defense,
that was a shocker. You're right. I mean,
Deep Purple's defense, they still sound good. They still sound good. So even without Richie,
I think they sound better with the new guitar player. Goddamn,
that young kid.
I understand.
Well, he's our age.
This is a band that he founded.
I thought he was like in his 30s.
No, he's in his 40s.
He started it and just walk away from it. Wow.
I got news for you, Mark. The 40s aren't our age anymore, dude.
Well, I put it up there, though.
But you're right, though, Tim. I mean, when he left, it changed everything for that band. It really did the first time.
It's like when somebody says, remember this in 1998? I'm like, oh, that wasn't so long ago. Then I think that was fucking so long ago.
It's like Back to the Future now, right?
And the thing is that Tommy Bolin wasn't bad. He was a great guitar player, but it wasn't Richie.
No.
You could put another great guitar player, but it's not that guy.
That was his problem. That was his problem. It wasn't the talent. It wasn't Richie.
Yeah.
It didn't have that purple sound. Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is a perfect example for that, because Dave Navarro is a fucking great guitar player, but there's no way he should have belonged in Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Chili Peppers fan, but that guy was the guitar sound of the Chili Peppers.
Frusciante wasn't even the original guitar player.
No.
The classic line. The classic line.
Yeah, but he's the classic one. Because he started like on their third album, which was Mother's Milk.
Yeah, Mother's
Milk. That was their sound.
Yeah, that was their sound.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, you done?
Yeah.
All right, Mark, go ahead, dude.
11. John Lennon says the Beatles are bigger than Jesus. 1966, John Lennon made the comment that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. It caused protest and record burnings. He was kind of right.
Oh, yeah, he definitely was.
He was right. And the thing is, you got these idiots out there that don't say, hey, he's right. People were like listening to the Beatles and reading the Bible, going to church. He was right. And people, idiots, like I always say, these religious zealots should fuck off, because come on, man, you're judging somebody who's basically you're right. You're like cheating on your wife, but you're getting on John Lennon saying that fucking the Jesus.
Not only that, everybody that believes in God does not go to church.
No.
Case in point, right here.
I'm just saying he was right, but the people back then were dumb. idiots, and you shouldn't be burning records because he's showing you truth right in your face, and you should think about that.
Oh, John
Yeah.
Lennon loved that they burned his records because in order to burn them, you got to buy them.
Yeah.
And again, there's no such thing as bad press sometimes, and that they did not get, they probably got more popular because of that.
But the
right?
thing is, he was right
Yeah,
at that time. He was right.
he needed. He was telling people you should look more within yourself
Yeah.
because you're thinking we're this and that, and we're not.
We're just humans, you know. But
And
people
everybody,
take it the
oh,
wrong
they
way.
think they're bigger than Jesus. They're so
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Some people.
Yeah. And then I get to my number 10, Elvis Presley and the FBI. The King of Rock wrote a letter to Richard Nixon asking to become a federal drug agent. Nixon actually met him and gave him a badge.
We did a show about that, by the way. 3 shots down.
Yeah,
Check
the
it
dude
out.
was all fucking high. And he went in there with a gun.
With a gun.
Who gets clearance to walk into the White House with a gun? Not just that. Who calls the White House and says, "Hey, I'll be there in 20 minutes"?
Right,
That's so
exactly.
fucking dumb.
And how did
They're
he
like,
even
"Oh,
make
okay."
it within 500 yards of the White
Yeah.
House with a gun?
If you said that today, you'd have like 30 G-men at your fucking door right away. You know what I mean? Fuck.
I remember that on 3 Shots Down. That's why it was in my memory about that. Why I put it down.
And
That's
the
a great-
reason why he wanted that badge was so that he can have clearance to move drugs and guns from country to country. For real.
Yeah. And then by
No one
number
knows
9.
He didn't tour outside the country.
Yeah, then by number 9, Jim Morrison arrested on stage 1969 at a show in Miami. Morrison allegedly exposed himself during a performance by the Doors. He was later arrested and convicted of indecent exposure, one of the most infamous scandals in rock. What do you guys think about that?
Oh man, that's
Well, I'll get to it when, thanks for stealing my thunder on that one. I'll get to it when I pick it. But yeah.
I didn't think you would think of that, Jerry. My bad.
but I do want to add that in 1986, in the city of Corpus Christi, Texas, I wanted to go see the Beastie Boys License to Ill tour. My mother didn't let me, but I don't know which one it was exposed himself at that show, and Beastie Boys were banned for life from Corpus Christi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like the Chili Peppers
I think
with
it
their
was Mike
socks on their
D, I
dicks.
think.
The Beastie Boys, not Cheech and Chong.
All right, that's my 11, 10, 9, Jerry.
All right, my 11 is, this probably means more to me than you guys, and surprised the fuck out of me when I heard it. I was like, whoa, man, this blew my mind. Is when the new Metal Church lineup was announced. I couldn't believe it. There were rumors about them coming out with a new album, and then there were some people saying, no, they're not. Their poor lead singer, Mark Lopes, he's like, I haven't heard anything from them. I don't know what's going on. But and then all of a sudden, Joe sends this message on Freeform, the chat group, saying, here's the new Metal Church album. And when I found out the fucking lineup, I was even more blown away because you got, David Ellison of Mega Church, Megadeth, Ken Mary from Flotsam and Jetsam. He was in House of Lords for a while, and the new singer Brian Allen from Vicious Rumors. Man, fucking, they sounded killer. They sound like the old Metal Church, like
they sound great.
And I'm excited. I don't usually buy like huge box sets or big, packages when they come out, but I'm buying the new. It's only $90 for the vinyl, CD, cassette, T-shirt, all kinds of other shit that goes with it. So I went ahead and bought it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I was really stoked when I heard the first 2 singles kick ass, and I hope the rest of the album does.
Yeah, FAFO is a great tune.
Yeah,
I like that song. But
and then my next pick is, I'm sitting there in my break. This is when I was working at Burger King. Open the paper, and I'm staring Styx Return to Paradise with the original lineup, except for John Panazzo. He was sick, but as a huge Styx fan, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, I remember being so happy. I mean, I think I might have screamed out loud, actually, if I remember right, because that's one of my favorite bands. And to hear Tommy back with the band really just fucking, made my fucking day. I love Styx, as you guys know. So that made my day. And my number 9 is, one of the saddest things I've ever heard in history. Dimebag gets shot on stage, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
December 8th.
I mean,
2004.
still, I remember just feeling. You ever get shivers when you hear? You ever get shivers when you hear stuff like that, like cold shivers when you hear stuff like that? I literally did. I couldn't believe that happened.
It's tragic, sad, but you know, you got to think. I mean, what a way to go if you're a musician. I mean,
yeah, but he had a lot left. He had a
oh,
lot
he had a
fucking
lot
in
left.
him,
I'm not
dude.
saying he didn't, but I'm just saying that, you know, geez, you can't go any other way if you're a musician. I mean, my
True,
God.
but damn, still, that guy had
I'd
a
rather
lot
have a
left.
heart attack on stage when I'm 90
Well,
something
yeah, and get shot.
instead of getting my brains blowed out in my early 20s, late 20s.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That is
I'm
my
back.
11, 10, 9. So we'll go to you, Andy. What do you got?
I'm going with Judas Priest and the death of the two young men, and they
That's a good
it was
one.
a big deal in the courts,
Yeah, and they went to court, and
they went to court, but it was also a big one. Of course, they sided with Judas Priest because they didn't hear any subliminal messages that the plaintiffs had alleged, and it was important here because I did put a note on here because it's important to hear this. But this trial was a landmark regarding rock music, perceived subliminal messages, and the First Amendment. So this was a big trial and this was right after the PMRC trials, was only a year or two before this. So this was a big deal because it had to do with lyrics and content and subliminal messages, and that this kind of gave the right to the artist to still be able to produce the music that they choose. So that's my number 8.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
My number 7, I'm going to go with 1965 when Bob Dylan goes unplugged at the Newport Jazz Festival.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a big shocker, and he lost his fan base.
Yeah.
They were puzzled. What is this guy doing? He had already made 3 acoustic albums, and he wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
So he plugged in. He got the Hawks to play with him, and away he went. And that was one of the biggest moves he could do in his career. Imagine
that was one of the highlights. That was one of the highlights of the movie too. Is when he did that. They showed.
Oh,
that
for real? Is it?
Yeah.
If not, he would have stayed acoustically and just would been a little footnote. But supposedly they argued that he turned his back on the poetic community of New York, but he was just moving on.
I liked him better when he plugged in. I liked him better when he plugged in. My opinion.
But, yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to go with Pearl Jam against Ticketmaster and MTV. Right here, I know that Pearl Jam might have thought of themselves of being the it band after 10, which this hurt them as well down the road, because when they came out with Versus, it was their second album, the better album in my opinion. And,
third album.
Huh?
Oh, Versus was second album. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Which I believe was their better album, which is one of my favorites by them.
I agree
but
with you.
It didn't get that much press because they did no videos on MTV. They refused it. They were in a fight with Ticketmaster, so they really didn't tour for it. And it might had Versus could have been a bigger hit than what it was. I think they kind of hampered themselves there. It's really hard it's hard in America when you try to fight corporate. You're going to lose. You're going to lose.
They did all right.
You can't fight City Hall.
You can't fight City Hall.
Yeah.
And my next one is going to be when Kiss removes their makeup on MTV. That was a big shift in the band, especially when no one was really paying attention to them anymore at that time. In the world of rock, yeah, but in the world of popular music, they were on a decline. So
they weren't selling shit.
Yeah.
They weren't selling shit.
I mean, they were playing little arenas half full.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when
I remember as a kid, I waited up till midnight to see them without their makeup on MTV. And I was
J.J.
like,
Jackson.
and
J.J.
they
Jackson.
revealed themselves, and I was like, big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was another big moment. So that's my 876.
All right. Tim, what do you got?
All right, my number 8 is, in my humble opinion, the queen of rock and roll, Wendy O. Williams, commits suicide.
Yeah. I would say rock and roll. I would say metal.
How old was she?
She was
Plasmatic?
lead
How old was
singer
she?
for the Plasmatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how old was she?
I can't
she
remember
was
how old
50,
she was.
55,
Okay.
4, something like that.
Okay.
I love sex and rock and roll. They're fucking Plasmatics were badass, dude.
Mm-hmm. My next one, my number 7 is Bon Scott dies.
Yeah.
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 That still was a I mean, I was like what, 8 years old, so I didn't really it didn't really, I didn't hear that as it happened.
Oh,
But yeah, I bet that could have hurt people.
Because
Yeah.
I remember I was like, who the fuck can replace Bon Scott? And I was thinking, and I'm like, nobody.
Did. Brian Johnson did all right.
He did, but I never heard of Brian Johnson because I'd never heard of Jordy.
And if you heard him sing before AC/DC, you wouldn't know that was the same singer.
Yeah, you wouldn't. The Jordy stuff is completely different from.
Yeah.
And my number 6 is Ricky Rocket gets butthurt over a girl and kicks out Richie Kotzen. They're one of the greatest musicians to ever.
I would consider that comic relief.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but yeah, that was weird.
And Richie's still married to that girl. So there you go.
When it works, it works, I guess.
It worked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
I guess
Mark,
he saw Destiny and took it away.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with my number 8. The riot started July 2nd, 1991 at Riverport during a concert by Guns N' Roses in Maryland Heights, Missouri, near St. Louis. What happened? During the show, Axl Rose saw a fan in the crowd filming with the camera. Axl asked security to take the camera, but they didn't act. He jumped into the crowd, grabbed the camera himself, and then went back on stage and said the famous line, "Thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home." The band left after only a few songs and caused a huge riot. What do you guys think about that?
Rock and roll in its worst form, in my opinion.
What a bitch. What a douchebag.
Yeah.
And now we're all recording with cameras.
We could all have an Axl moment on this show, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see if anybody else does.
Oh, man. But
Axl's always been a bitch, even before that incident.
That's the second riot he caused, because when James Hetfield got burned up, he left.
Hatfield. There's that Hatfield guy again.
Hitfield, whatever.
Hitfield. You got a Hatfield and a Hitfield. Get it
whatever.
right.
I suck at names. You know that.
There's a Hetfields and the McCoys.
Yeah.
Next week he said he called him a Hotfield. So,
and my number 7 is
Hatfield, whatever.
My number 7 is Nirvana plays Smells Like Teen Spirit Wrong on Purpose in 1992 at the MTV Video Music Awards. Kurt Cobain starts playing Rape Me instead of Teen Spirit, freaking out MTV executives before switching to songs. Then bassist Chris Novoselic throws the bass in the air and it smacks him in the head. Total chaos. What do you guys think about that one?
rock and roll again.
I'm telling you, dude, that bass hit was square in the fucking forehead, dude. I've never seen such a thing, dude. I was like,
talking about getting your bell rung. You can tell you got it.
I don't know what was funnier, the Chris Novak thing or Bret Michaels getting hit in the head with the stage curtain coming down.
Yeah.
That was like
not their finest moment.
That was totally rock and roll. I wonder what Chris was taking. What was he on?
Oh no, dude, he just missed it because you could see him. He's trying to catch it, and he just
the light got in his eyes.
His hands a little bit too high. He should have caught it lower, and he missed it.
The light got in his eye.
He got a concussion, and he's like wobbling all over the stage,
like an outfielder with a fly ball. You know,
but he's a bitch, man.
Dude, and that shit happened in real time, dude, and you were watching it. You were like,
I was watching it too. And what the fuck just happened? I never seen that in my life.
Back then, you didn't miss the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
Actually, it was so good.
And in number 6, Ozzy bites the head off a bat in 1982. And he thought it was actually a fake rubber bat. And he just picked it up and he had to get rabies shots after biting a real bat's head. What do you guys think about that one?
That's rock and roll to me, but I think the more rock and roll moment is when he went to the record meeting and bit the fucking head off the dove.
But
to me,
they
that
say,
was
get
more
out, get out.
But that's Ozzy.
That's
so.
Ozzy.
Dude, once again, there'll never be another Ozzy.
No.
Never before, never after, ever.
I think we're all going to have an Ozzy moment on this, maybe.
That is on and we love him so much.
I love Ozzy.
Fucked up so many times.
And we still go, Ozzy, we love you.
We love the guy,
we
man.
love you, Ozzy.
It's those imperfections and his honesty. That's what it is.
It's like we could see ourselves doing that shit.
He never tried to be any more else than himself.
He was actually human. We saw his faults and we go, you know what? I'm just as faulty as that guy. I'm just as fucked up as Ozzy. Not as fucked up, but I could do that if I did get fucked up like that. You know, I could see that happening.
I could see myself doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so that was my 876, man.
All right, my number 8 is I don't care if you're friends or not in real life. If something doesn't work, it doesn't work. But who the fuck thought it would be a good idea to have Paul Rogers sing for Queen? What the fuck?
Apparently,
it worked live, just not on an album.
I bought that CD. It was terrible.
No, but it worked live, just not on that album.
No, it was god awful. It should never have happened. And who do we say that Paul Rogers they were trying to get to sing for him recently?
Van Halen.
Van Halen. Why? Why? Paul Rogers' voice is good for Band Company, and it was barely worked for the Firm. I did like the Firm, don't get me wrong, but
I love the Firm.
No business being in Queen. No business being in Queen. And then my number 7 is I'm like, Gene Simmons talking about the new Kiss album, Hot in the Shade. I was like, okay, cool. He said it's going to be heavier and all that. And he was telling me who some of the songwriters are going to be in that. And he mentioned one of the co-writers are going to be Michael fucking Bolton. It's going to be co-writing a song on this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But with that being said, I did like Forever. I thought it was a decent song, so I'm not going to shit on it. But at the time, I was like, I remember sitting there with my friends going, what? Michael fucking Bolton? And remember Paul Stanley, if you ever saw that video, Kiss Exposed, he's talking about making fun of Barry Manilow. You know what I mean? I'm like, really? Make fun of Manilow back then? Now you having Michael Bolton right with you?
Well, remember, Bruce Kulick and Michael Bolton were in Blackjack. So.
And Blackjack was a rock band.
Fair enough.
I don't know about you, but Forever is my favorite song of that album.
Is it?
I love Forever.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I mean, Andy likes Superman 3, so fuck you, Jerry.
Yeah, but I like Beth. I like Beth.
My next one kind of falls in the comedy what the fuck moments because it happened recently. It's still funny as fuck when I watch it. Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro go on it on stage. And it just looked like a couple of wussies too. I'm like, it was so sad. It was just so bad. I mean, but I had to put that on there because it was a funny what the fuck moment in my opinion. But we all know it and seen it, and we all talked about it before. But I had to put that on there. So that's my 876. 543, Andy.
Okay, I changed some things around. So, okay. Frank Zappa against the Housewives of the White House.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
We all love Frank Zappa, but I think I'm the biggest Frank Zappa fan here.
Oh, yeah.
The way that he went into these congressional hearings for lyrics and music was already bad to begin with. It was a bad idea to begin with. But I can understand where the wives of the senators were coming from. They were trying to protect their children from this. So you do that yourself. That's your job. You're the parent. You monitor your children's. Don't take that away from adults or from people that want to hear this music. So Frank, like he said, there's some said later in his life, there's some of this music that I don't like, but that doesn't mean it can't be given out to the masses to hear. Let that be a choice. So it's Frank Zappa against the Housewives of the White House. My next one, geez, did I run out of them? Oh, y'all talked about a riot. Well, I'm going to talk about another one. Guns N' Roses of 1992. I'm the one that was in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one where James Hetfield
with Metallica, yeah,
got burnt on that show.
Yeah.
And
so
Metallica had to down.
Yeah, so Metallica had to play a short list. Obviously, we know. I mean, obviously they had to. So Guns N' Roses could have easily came out, picked up the slack, but no, they let those people wait for 2 hours. And then he gets on stage and he's complaining about the vocals and the sound. James Hetfield just got burnt, 2 and 3rd degree burns, and you're complaining about the sound of the vocals. Are you kidding me?
He's back there smoking a cigarette and drinking some whiskey, and he's complaining about his voice,
And then they play for 55 minutes, and then they take off. Yeah. That crowd, there were over how many protesters? The riot started. 2,000 people overturned police cars, smashing windows, looting souvenir stands, and setting fires, causing $500,000 of damage to the city.
They almost burnt the building down because of that. It's ridiculous.
I'm not for any kind of rioting in any form like that, but Axl, he could have saved the day. You know what I mean? I think that's where they got the idea. I think that's where they got the idea for "Hero of the Day." I think that song from Metallica. But yeah, I mean, what a douchebag. I mean, like I said, we could all have a million Axl stories. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, selfish, fucking selfish.
Yeah, the guy is like total ego, and I don't think he should ever have an ego because he's made some shitty albums.
Still making shitty songs.
Yeah, still making shitty songs.
Yeah.
So.
Listen to the latest ones. Oh my fucking
The General.
God.
Hello. The General. I'm always going to make fun of that song.
All right. You done, Andy, or you still got some more?
Oh, no. I got...
You're done, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All
right, Tim, go ahead.
My number 4 is...
5.
5?
5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, no, wait. That was my first one.
Oh, yeah. Keep going,
I thought you had a couple more.
Yeah, that's my 5. So my number 4, man, I could have sworn I had more than this. Number 4, I'm going to go with, I wanted to save this for later, but I'm going to go with the White Album and the La Bianca murders that happened in LA, where Charles Manson thought, or he dreamt up in his head that the White Album was talking to him and telling him to start a race war. I was a race war? How is this a race war? He claimed that the songs Helter Skelter and Revolution 9, of course, how can you get anything out of Revolution 9? I have no idea. But that he thought that the press and all that were going to blame it on the Black Panthers, and that he will slowly rise up in the ranks of society. We always talk about Sharon Tate, but dude, there were 9 people murdered here. There were 7 people murdered that night, and the Manson gang came back the following night and killed 2 more, the occupants of the house. So that's one of my picks. Skip me for the next one. Go ahead, Tim.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
All right, my number 5 is the whole PMRC thing. First of all, do you know how fucking hard it is to get a congressional inquiry?
Because you
That's
had all the
fucking ridiculous.
you had all the senators' wives pushing their senator husbands.
Oh,
to get it.
exactly. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only reason, because otherwise you can't get a congressional
No.
inquiry. Period.
Yeah.
And the second thing is it's freedom of speech. Enough said. That trumps everything. That So I was when it was going on, I was totally confused. Like, no, number one, why are they even there? And number two, it's freedom of speech. It's in our Constitution. That's it. Enough said. I could wrap these meetings up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
start to finish.
and the congressmen and the senators, they're supposed to be upholding these.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Tipper Gore can go whatever she wants to do.
Hey, are they divorced? Right?
Yes.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they're divorced now.
He cheated on her.
Did he really?
Yep.
Well, of course he did. He's a politician.
He's a politician.
What the fuck do you think you're gonna do? So, okay, my number 4 is Joe Perry leaves Aerosmith.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
And Woodford.
Yeah, and Woodford, but more Joe Perry, had bigger name. So, and I was just like, wow.
I don't think Aerosmith would have been. I mean, Brad Woodford, I think, is a very integral part of that band. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I just remember thinking, wow, my band is done. Because they're from my home state, so
Yeah.
I mean,
even Crespo said, look, guys, you got to get Joe Perry and Brad back in this band. It's just not working.
Just, what the hell you guys are thinking.
He's all, thanks for the opportunity for me, but
yeah, but you need to get those other two guys back. Yeah. And he's a good guitar player. I mean, but just
yeah, but he doesn't have that feel.
The fans weren't taking. The fans weren't kind to that.
No, they were not. And
fans aren't stupid. You can't just put somebody else up
Walk
there.
in a Hard Place is a good album.
Yeah, it is, but it's not.
But it's not Aerosmith.
Yeah,
Aerosmith's one of them bands where it's just
Night in a Rut.
Same guys. And that's it. I mean, that's it. You want to do something different? Do a solo project. But Aerosmith is Aerosmith. All right, and my number 3 is Peter Criss leaves / is fired from Kiss. So the original Kiss broke up.
And then Ace was on his way a couple of years later.
Yeah.
He was Ace was technically out of the band like 2 albums before he was actually officially out of the band. Because he wasn't
there was a lot of trickery going on back there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Kiss.
And still, a Psycho Circus, same fucking thing. They did the same thing. They tricked fans. Yep.
These people won't know the difference.
All right, Mark, go ahead, dude.
Oh, this is kind of a newer one here. Roger Waters stripped away iconic guitar solos for the most part, all guitars from his 2023 re-recording Dark Side of the Moon redo. Instead of David Gilmour's original soaring solos, this reimagined bare bones album focuses on moody acoustic spoken word passages and a slower, more intimate and reflective, shorter sambo tempo. Yeah, it sucked. That's all I gotta say. It sucked.
That's the only word I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. I love Roger Waters. I love his music. I don't really care for him as a person, but fuck that album, Roger, and fuck you for doing that, man. Seriously.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time. It's crazy how you just don't leave it alone.
Let me get my ego out here. David, I didn't need you for Pink Floyd, so let me show you what it would have been without you. And it didn't work. It didn't work.
He did great things with reimagining the Wall through the years. He did. But man, this Dark Side of the Moon shit was awful.
I mean,
just went overboard on it. We just went overboard.
Think about Pink Floyd for a second.
Mm-hmm.
They come out with any other band. If you come out with one iconic album, you've proven your point. I mean, you're set for life. They come out with two iconic,
Three, actually.
three
What,
iconic
since you were
albums.
here.
What the
Four.
fuck? What was in the water they were drinking back then? I mean, Jesus.
Roger
LSD,
Waters was in the water. I'm just kidding.
They were drinking of the Roger Waters. Ooh, that's sad. All right, and then I get to my number 4. Creedence Clearwater Revival disbanded in 1972 after bassist Still Cook and drummer Doug Clifford demanded more creative control from leader John Fogerty, leading to the poor reception of their final album, Mardi Gras. Tired of Fogerty's dictatorial and all-encompassing control, all members forced a democratic shift that ultimately caused the band to implode. You guys are idiots. John Fogerty
Yeah.
was your band, and you should have just rode the gravy train for a long time on John. But you guys thought you were better than John. You fucked up, didn't you?
Yeah, I just listened to Clearance Clearwater Revival. That was awful. Sorry.
Mardi Gras sucked.
We did a
That was
review on that. Oh no, we didn't. It was one of the worst albums. We did like
Yeah, it was one of the it's like hello, John is your creative director. You should follow him.
John was Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yes, exactly.
He's a singer, songwriter, bass player, guitar player.
There's no doubt
He's
about
everything. He just needed people around him to play on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was Creedence Clearwater Revival and 3 other guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw y'all a bone and y'all shoved it up him.
And then Fantasy Records sued him for his solo album. Sounded like
For
Creedence.
sounding like too much like
Yeah, because it's John, you fucking idiot. And then my number 3, during Super Bowl halftime show, February 1st, 2004, Justin Timberlake exposed Janet Jackson's right breast to 140 million viewers and was termed a wardrobe malfunction. I think it's bullshit. I think Justin did it on purpose. But what do you guys think about that?
I got a lot to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Andy.
I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
Are you both leaving?
No. Oh,
okay.
no.
Talk about it, Andy.
Yeah. There's some, well, I made it sound like it was going to be long, but it's not. It was so sorry how they villainized Janet Jackson, but not Justin Timberlake.
Exactly. He's the one who did it.
That was such a double standard. I think they were both in on it, or maybe, I don't know how he knew to pull it off, but he was just as guilty, but they villainized her more than him. He went on to greater heights. If you really think about it, his album came out afterwards and he went on. And Janet was a kind of blackballed there for a while. Kind of still is. There's a stigma about her, and that's wrong.
Exactly. I think she makes better music than Justin Timberlake. I can't stand Justin Timberlake. I love Janet Jackson's voice and her albums. I love her since The Pleasure Principle. So she makes some great fucking records, man. What do you think about that, Tim?
Yeah, I think it was a setup myself. I think it was planned.
I don't think so.
I think it was staged. But, I mean, we're still talking about it, so it worked.
Even though Janet Jackson did wear some risque outfits, she did have a lot of conservative approach to what she did. She was sexy, but I don't think she wanted to have her titty exposed on TV.
No.
Sorry. I just don't believe
That's not her. But the thing is, like I was saying, Jerry, it was such a double standard that she got villainized for it, but he got praised for it. His career went on, hers stopped. That's not cool.
I guarantee if it was somebody like maybe Lady Gaga or Madonna, it wouldn't be talked about as much. But Janet Jackson is going to be talked about. So I don't think it was set up. That's why. But you're right. She was villainized for that. And the Super Bowl too, I guess. Maybe that made it a little more popular. I don't know. But I don't think it was a setup, bottom line.
All right. So that's my 5, 4, 3.
All right. My number 5 is Creedence Clearwater Revival, but it's about Tom Fogerty. One of the last physical acts Tom Fogerty did before he died is give the middle finger to his brother. What the fuck, man? How can you be that sore and your dying fucking breath?
Well,
do that
John,
to your brother?
yeah.
wow, totally. I mean, there
I
must
can
have been
understand it.
something.
I can understand it.
Oh, dude, I don't. Come
Because
on, dude.
I have brothers, so I can
But
understand
still, man.
that.
I mean, yeah, I just don't get that at all. But I don't know.
And I don't know how many times me and my brothers have given each other the middle finger at a specific
Yeah,
time, you know.
but that's you're just joking. You're not as pissed off. I mean, were you guys that pissed off for that long to the point where you couldn't reconcile?
Yeah, they were. Because it's like John said, they took away his babies. They took away his songwriting. They sold his stuff from underneath him. You know, they did him fucking dirty, dude. He wouldn't even sing Creedence Clearwater songs for
But
years.
but John
They
was trying to reconcile. He was trying to reconcile with them. Tom was the one being the douchebag. I
Yeah, but
mean,
well, because they told John, said, "Hey, do you want them to remember Proud Mary by Tina Turner, or do you want them to know your version? You should start singing that stuff live again." So, you know.
yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
but that is kind of fucked up by Tom, but
Oh,
fucking
it's definitely by Tom.
Tom's the one who did John dirty though. So,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
there's
mean. It's like
Yeah.
watching John. I mean, Tom should be asking forgiveness, you know what I mean? And John was trying to reconcile. Oh, well, whatever. I guess. I don't
yeah,
know.
there's a lot of hatred in that band. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
hatred.
Yeah.
And then my number four is Oasis about ready to hit the stage on MTV. But Liam decides, I don't feel like singing tonight. We'll let Noel do it. No, Noel do it. And fucking Noel just fucking train wrecked it. Poor guy. I felt bad for him. And Liam's up there in the balcony, fucking boom.
He's giving him cheers too. He's like throwing his alcohol cup up.
What the fuck,
And
dude?
this
I
is when
mean,
Oasis just hit big.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, what
I mean, it's
what
cool that
they're
they.
fucking doing is beyond
I
me.
mean, it's cool that they fucking reconciled still to this day. Well, they're at least performing together. I don't know about reconciled, but it seems like they're getting along better. But dude, if I was Noel Gallagher, man, I would have beat the living dog shit out of him after that show, man. Just would, because it was awful. Poor Noel. I mean, he sounded like bad. Um, but I got one more left, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, one of the most happiest moments, and I was like, holy shit, this has actually happened. Led Zeppelin reunited to do the O2 concert in London, man. If I would have had a house, I would have fucking put a second mortgage on to try to go get a ticket for that at the time. Man, that was so fucking awesome. And the cool thing about it, they sounded great. And I was looking like they got sound like they did in the Atlantic, reunion or Live Aid, but they definitely sounded practice, let's just say. And I was so happy for that. And I don't know if they were to do that again, how good they would sound, because they're old. I mean, it happens, but I think I would still pay money to see it, a lot of it. So I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
I would go pay money to go see it. Absolutely. But will it be
They
the
sounded,
same? No.
and even Robert Plant's voice sounded good. I mean, it wasn't classic Robert Plant, but it still sounded good. I
Well,
mean,
That was
wasn't the
lightning in a
original
bottle.
Led
That man.
Zeppelin, but it was as close as you could possibly get.
I mean, that performance
That
of
was lightning in a
Cashmere,
bottle.
that that performance of Cashmere was fucking. It was amazing. It still blows my mind away. But anyway, that's my 5, 4, 3. Let's get to 2 and 1. Andy, just two. I'm sorry, just two.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Leonard Skinner and the plane accident.
Mhm.
That I know that. Well, that killed Leonard Skinner. I don't care what they did afterwards. Blah blah blah. They were in the plane and they were warned about it, but it was going to be a short trip. It really was a short trip. It was from Georgia to Louisiana, and they didn't make it all the way because it crashed in Mississippi. But it shouldn't have been that long of a flight. But they took a shoddy airplane, and that was meant for Aerosmith. Even Aerosmith passed on it, but Leonard Skinner, they took it, and they lost everything. I know that some band members survived and went on to better things, but went on to other things.
Other
But
things.
nothing will be like that moment of Leonard Skinner from their debut album to their last one. dude, that was some magic.
Mhm.
All those albums are fantastic magic, and they should have left it like that. But no, there was money to be made somewhere, and so Leonard Skinner and Plain Accident. It's my number 2.
All right, Tim, go ahead, man.
My number 2 is, speaking of plane accidents, Randy Rhoads dies.
Oh, that's a good one. Not a good one, but it's a good one. Yeah, them playing chicken over the.
That's why my ass stays on the ground.
That was sad. That was totally
Speaking of
sad.
Leonard Skinner, can you imagine Artemis Pyle going into that field or whatever? It was him, right? That tried to get help.
And he
Yeah.
got
That
shot
guy
at.
shooting at you.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that's the
That
South
was
though.
weird.
And then he
But
gets kicked
yeah,
out of the
pretty
band.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
But to go back to the Randy Rhoads one, even then when that happened, you remember Ozzy just being what we were talking about, Vince Neil not caring about what he did. Man, Ozzy lost it
yeah, he did.
when Randy. I mean, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think he ever recovered from that.
No,
I don't.
no.
Until his day
Well,
died,
that
I don't
was,
think
I
he
mean,
ever
Randy
recovered.
was his brother. That Randy was his son. Randy, I mean,
it just tells you the kind of person that Ozzy was.
It's
you know?
it's like how Zach became to Ozzy. That's what Randy was for Ozzy,
Yeah.
because Zach was with Ozzy to the end.
Yeah.
Even if Zach wasn't on the album, Zach was still with Ozzy. You know.
That
Right.
episode of they did a show where Ozzy and his son did that road trip thing,
Mhm.
and they stopped and say because Crazy Train, I guess, was being in for the
In
place
the-
where they put like
yeah,
records.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was tearing up when he heard Randy playing that solo. Man, he was
Yeah.
like, he still feels love for that guy, which is cool. Ozzy rules.
The
dude.
National Registry, they put him in the
That's
album
it,
in the
yeah.
National Registry. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
fucking
could do
cool.
a
I
whole
love that
show about
actually.
11 things
love that
we love
show.
about Ozzy.
Yeah,
I
we
bet.
can.
Hey,
That's a good one right
Good
there.
fucking idea.
Yeah. Write it down because
All right,
I'll forget it.
So, Mark, you're up next, dude. Number 2.
Number 2, Michael Jackson doing a Pepsi commercial and his head catching on fire. That from there on is what destroyed Michael Jackson. He never recovered from his hair catching on that Pepsi commercial.
Well, the product in his hair caught on fire.
Yeah, well, it's still he never recovered from that though. Mentally, that guy he went downhill after that.
Oh, well, no. And also physically because it led to his drug abuse.
Yeah, led to his drug abuse. That's that you could see that's where Michael Jackson, that's why he passed away because of that.
When you're mainlining propofol, yeah.
Yeah. When you're mainlining that shit.
He never
That puts
recovered
that
from
a Nikki Sixx story about heroin, a little baby story.
Yeah. Dude, just imagine you're out there fucking having fun. All of a sudden, your hair catches on fire during the middle. God dang! And that led to lifelong pain addiction, painkillers, and I feel sorry for that because if his hair never caught on fire, I bet Michael Jackson would have just kept being who Michael Jackson was, and that took him away from that. So.
And then the media was always on him. What else is he going to do but hide in his castle and do drugs? It's got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know about all the other stuff. I'm sure that it happened and it's sad. That's why I just can't hear his music like I used to.
Same.
I really can't.
But that's my number 2.
I'm curious to see if they're going to talk about that, what you didn't want to mention, Andy, in the movie that's coming out. It's supposed to be 2 parts, I think, so I'm sure they'll probably include it. They always, like I said, people like plane crashes, so I'm sure that's probably
exactly.
Yeah. But all right, so it's my turn.
Yep.
Go back to the PMRC thing. These senators are sitting there, smug looking, like they're gonna have a good time. D. Snider walks in a t-shirt, jeans, sits down, pulls out a wadded piece of paper, and just totally kicks their ass with what he said. Absolute fucking brilliant. That's people can say about D anything they want nowadays, but that performance was awesome.
That was heartfelt.
Not to mention you got John Denver sitting next to him. What the fuck?
They they didn't expect D. Snider to be that articulate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they had the look on their face like
You know,
they were blindsided.
If you look back
what I
and you
mean?
think about it, the people for the PMRC, the people that were brought out to question, you couldn't pick better people to defend the right of free speech. I mean, Frank Zappa, are you kidding me? He's one of those
John
intelligent
Denver?
people I've ever known. Or he was very intelligent, Frank Zappa.
Yeah, he was.
Then you had John Denver, who was very articulate, soft spoken. Nobody thought anything, about John Denver coming in, and he just killed him. And then D. Snider comes in and just,
Destroys
cleans
them.
it up.
He destroyed them.
I just
It was
love
great.
pulls out a wadded piece of paper
Yeah.
from his pocket and just buries them. I mean, how rock that is fucking pure rock. I almost made my number one, but my number one was I think
I
my
remember
number one for a
Snyder
reason.
said in that, he said, I'm probably killing my career by admitting this, but I'm a married man with children.
Yep.
Yep.
He said he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't. Did Andy ever do his other ones that he skipped?
I don't think Danny, did you do that one you skipped?
Andy,
No,
did you ever do that one
no.
you skipped? Okay, go ahead and
No,
do that.
because when I was reading, I just came up short, so I don't have another one.
Oh.
Okay, well, you got
Yeah.
number one then? Let's do number one. Number
I've
one,
got number one.
everybody.
Okay. Number
What do you
one.
got?
It changed my life. I was a kid when this happened, but it changed my life from different views. Lennon being assassinated. I mean, the dude was assassinated. A Beatle assassinated outside his house
By a fan.
by a fan at 8 p.m.
You got an autograph from him earlier.
Yeah.
And people kept on telling Lennon, you should have bodyguards. You should have this. He said, I'm not that kind of person. I want to live my life the way that I do. And he lived it free. And he went out there when people would see him on the streets, would take pictures, sign an autograph, and move on his way. Something that I think I think it was either I think Alex Lifeson said that's what you should do. You should stop, sign an autograph, and just move on your way. It just takes a minute to be kind to somebody. But just to go back to Lennon, it stunned the world. We saw the all the vigils that they had for him around the world. It's just sad how John Lennon's life ended.
Did John Lennon? What did he sign of Chapman's? Was it an album?
It was an album.
It was an album.
I'm just curious to where that album is nowadays. That'd probably be worth a lot of fucking money. I'm trying not to be.
I wouldn't want that. It's too morbid.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, Jerry. I wonder
the
who's
value.
got it.
There's always somebody that somebody will pay a lot of money for that. They would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I wonder where it's at and who's got it. I mean,
Yeah.
that has to be a thought in someone's head.
Yeah,
Morbid sells well. Huh?
Yeah,
it does.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, look what's number one on my list.
Yeah.
It's the assassination of someone, which is just terrible. And especially for no matter what people thought about Lennon, in his own way, he did care about love and peace.
Yeah, he did.
He might have gone about it differently, but that was his big that was his goal, was for peace and love for everyone. So John Lennon is my number one pick.
I just got to say something. I can't believe Rock and Metal Combat Podcast poached your subject for the new episode.
Oh, no, I was very honored by it.
I would be. If I would have done that to them, I would have got shit on. But you guys are okay. You guys get a... It's okay, man.
No, afterwards, I even reached out to Ralph and told him how honored I was that he liked our episode and that he wanted to do the same thing. I was interested to hear in what they were going to do.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just giving them shit because if I poach people from their show, I get shit. But it's okay.
All right, Tim, what do you got?
All right, my number one is... This one is kind of funny, but it's kind of sad. But it is so fucking rock and roll, it's not even funny. Ace Frehley. shocks himself, electrocutes himself on stage, then writes
That's a
a
good one.
song about it.
That's a
That's
good one.
rock and roll, man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. His first singing credit for the Kiss too, I think, wasn't
Yep.
it? Yeah, shocked me, yeah. All right, cool. Mark, what do you got? Number one.
All right. September 4th, 1996. After making their entrance and getting a huge reaction, Anthony and the Van Halen brothers appeared more interested in getting to the business of presenting the best male video, while Roth seemed to be relish the moment, and the friction between
yeah.
the embarrassed Eddie and grandstanding Roth was palatable, with the former and even physically pulling the latter away from the mic. We walked on stage. The place goes ballistic. Nuclear off the map. Roth reflected from his crazy from the heat autobiography. Well, I see those smiles, so I go to work. It's something I think about. For me, it's natural and it's freewheeling. And of course, I interjected a few things besides the plain old banjo libretto, and that's what's neat on the cue card. I remember Eddie was so fucking pissed in the backstage. And he goes, he made it about him, not about the band. And he wanted to fucking punch the fuck out of Roth on that. And you could see Eddie in the background just getting so pissed off that Roth pushed him away from the mic. Roth just took over. That's why I like the Van Hagar version, because they're more of a band and not more about Roth. And what do you guys think about that moment?
You know what? You got it. That's a powder keg to begin with. I would have been worried before I went on the stage. Something like that would have happened if I was the rest of the guys in that band. So, yeah, but
I
it
never
was
would
a
have put
train
him
wreck.
on
I
the
remember
stage.
that.
I
Yeah,
never would
that
have
was a
put him
train
on the
wreck.
stage.
Well, I mean, first of all, it gave it also everybody was like, they're getting back together, awesome, So it's kind of like it was a weird. Why was it necessary? You know what I mean?
That's
It
what I
just
said.
it didn't seem
I wouldn't have
necessary.
put him on. I wouldn't have put him in
Yeah,
that
wasn't
situation.
necessary. I
Not
mean,
just
You
that,
know what was going to happen.
You know who I felt
Yeah.
sorry for was Beck. This is his
Oh, yeah.
shining moment. This is
Yeah.
his moment to shine, and
David took it away.
you don't even know who was getting the award. Nowadays, you know what I mean? If I was Beck, I'd have gone over and punched Roth in the mouth.
Poor Beck. I remember when Kanye West did that to him too.
Yeah.
Remember?
Did he do that to Taylor Swift too?
Oh yeah, he did that to Swift, and then Beck goes, "Here, you want it? Here, you want it?"
A
Fuck Kanye
douchebag.
West. God, that dude. Where is that dude now anyway?
Who cares?
Where is
Count
that
his
boy?
millions. Count his millions somewhere because
But I
dumbasses
just
still
know
give
that
him
was
money.
his moment to shine, and
Everybody says Kanye is a genius. Okay,
He's
enjoy.
fucking genius, my
I
ass.
don't. He's a genius of his ass. I
A
don't know.
fucking douchebag.
It's a douchebag.
All right, my number one is we talked about this on Three Shots Down too, was the station fire with Great White. When I heard about that, man, totally fucking like, whoa, no fucking way. And still to this day, when I hear about that, it just gives me the willies, man. And another thing, personal possessions are important, but they're not worth your life. And Ty Longley, their guitarist at the time, went back to get his guitar, and unfortunately didn't escape the fire, and that was even more tragic. I get it. I got shit that I don't want to lose. I've got some, but man, when I think about losing my life, ain't gonna happen.
yeah,
I won't.
nothing more valuable than that. I
But
can
man, you
replace
just think
stuff.
of it. Yeah. Well, just think about that. Those poor people run into the bathroom, getting locked in there, and
There was
can't
only
get
one
out.
there was only one exit.
Yeah,
Basically, they wouldn't let the fans go out the band exit.
right.
They only
Yeah.
pushed them towards the front, which you should use all exits available to get the fuck out of there. But the security was dumb and just
Yeah.
When there's
trapped
a
those people
fire,
in
do
there.
you
I would
think?
have mobbed. I would have mobbed security. I would have fucking
Yeah,
trampled all over them if I did.
something
But
like
you
that.
know what? I mean, supposedly it went up so quickly, man. I mean, it was
So quick.
some people never even had a fucking chance.
Yeah.
And I don't. And you can tell Jack Russell till his dying day too. That still bothered the
Yeah.
fuck out of him. And it should. I would never be able to get over that. So
That was the
But the
station fire, right?
diagram,
yeah,
but
station
the
fire.
diagram of the venue was very odd too, because there seemed to have been a wall right there at the entrance, so people had to go around that wall
Yeah.
and then back out. It wasn't a straight walkthrough. It was just a poorly built building.
They cut off the back exits. They wouldn't let the fans go through. That was only for the
Yeah.
band, and it was like, fuck,
Yeah.
let them out. What the fuck?
Well, you better fucking tackle my ass. I'm going that way. I'm going
No
the quickest
shit.
way out possible.
One of the
Oh,
closest
whatever way
exits.
I can get out the quickest. Fire, yeah.
And the
I mean, you
whole
can question.
thing
You can
was a fire
question.
hazard.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can question whose fault was it for the pyrotechnics, and we don't know the exact person who was responsible. There's a he said on that, but just yeah, it's still a that was one of the more when we think about our shows on Three Shots Down, that one really bothered me talking about that. It was really sad. I mean, how many people died? Hundreds, a couple hundred, right? Or 100 or
About
something. I mean,
about
Even a
200
guitar player in
something.
a band died. So
that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 32.
Yeah.
Ty Longley, yeah. It's sad.
And supposedly they weren't they were told not to use pyrotechnics. They said they were able to, but the pyrotechnics went up 10 feet in the air. No, went up 12 feet in the air, but the ceiling only went up to 10.
yeah.
Yeah. And they had that
But when
flammable
they
foam
blew
board,
up,
you know what I mean?
they would hit the ceiling, and they
It
had
was
this soundproof stuff that was
the
very
foam.
flammable.
Yeah. Just
That thing
total.
went up like they were just feeding the fire. That's what was happening with the walls.
Yeah. I do have one honorable mention, and that was Cliff Burton being killed with Metallica.
Mhm.
That was my
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did have Kanye West's fucking up Taylor Swift's moment on the award show. That was uncool. And those are my two. Anybody else have any?
I had John Lennon versus Richard Nixon.
Hmm.
Had that like trying to get him out of the country, trying to deport him because
Oh, yeah.
Richard Nixon didn't want him speaking out against the government at that time.
right.
And
But
I'm okay with John doing that. So
but then Elvis is invited in with drugs and guns.
right.
Right.
Well, that was my other one. That's all I had.
Anybody else got any?
No, I don't.
Nope.
All right. Well, this was a fun show. Interesting
This
topic.
was great.
That was, yeah.
It was fun.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Andy, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks a lot
Thank
for
you all.
asking.
Yep. Thank you for all who like, share, and subscribe and dig our shit. Like I said, we got a lot more coming, so stay tuned. And
I wanted to thank Mark for being. I wanted to thank Mark for being persistent because I had told him no, and then he had asked me again, and I reluctantly said yes. And I said, well, what can I come up with? And then after I said, well, fine, I'll do it. I came up with pages that I wrote. I never make notes for podcasts, but here I was excited.
When I came up with the topic, I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? I could come up with 11 of these? That's going to be tough. But
It's easy.
It wasn't tough.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't tough.
And really, if you think about it, we all had different ones. We had some same ones, but we had a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all added extra to what people were saying. This was great.
Yeah, cool. And we didn't have. I don't think we had any. I did have the Jim Morrison thing, but I used another one. That's the only thing that I think we were gonna double up on. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, cool. All right, man.
There's a lot of stuff in rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy, dude.
Wait,
you two guys, take it.
Let him promote his Black Spinner.
Oh, go ahead.
And your shows. You guys got the 3 or 100 shows going on. So
99, not 100.
all right. Promote.
Yeah, Black Spinner Circle will be this Wednesday night. We're still kicking around some ideas, but I think we're gonna have a very big show. I think it's gonna be a big show.
Cool.
So that'll be Wednesday. Black Spinner Circle.
Jerry, radio show, pop show, stick show.
StreamRadio.com, Tuesday, 4 to 8 Eastern time.
Oof.
Some great rock and metal. It's a lot of fun. It goes by like that, man. And the chat room is awesome. I have a great time with people on there. So join me for that if you must. I'm probably going to change my time here in a little bit because I have some things I'm going to need to take care of at night with family. But yeah, Heavy Water 77, we are going to be releasing Styx Edge of the Century this Saturday, or next Saturday, excuse me.
Thought it was
Interesting album to
Sundays.
talk about. No, is it Sundays?
It's
It is Sundays
Sundays.
we release it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
Sundays.
I'm fucking confused on release dates now. And me, Andy, and Joe have another show called Pop Go the Rockers, where we talk about pop music, which is pretty interesting. We just released our first episode. Check it out if you're curious to see what we think of pop music. What else do I fucking got?
And we got 2 more in the can. So
3 shots
Got
down.
fucking 3 shots down, which is going to be kind of on hiatus for a while, but we'll get it back together. We decided we're going to try to do 1 episode a month. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, we're already kicking around ideas for the end of the month, so that should be coming out.
You guys are happy. I like baseball, but not as much as you guys. So baseball season's coming up. Go Reds. Yeah, right.
Go Dodgers.
Go Stros.
Red Sox.
Go Sox.
And then next week we're gonna have
wait, not just the Sox, but the red ones.
Yeah.
So next week on the show, next Sunday, we have 11 albums that never leave our playlist, and Eddie Canistracci will be on there. So if any of you guys want to come on that show, it's amazing. And right now on Freeform, we are rocking with Dawkins. We're doing what's the album? Under Lock and Key.
Under Lock and Key.
I'm just
I wasn't even on it.
Yeah,
but
you should have been on that. That's a great fucking show. I listened to it. We had fun. Travis Parado is on there, man. Thank you guys for being on here. We love you. Jerry, take us out, man.
Everybody be good and turn off the news. Crank up the fucking music. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.